What is up, YouTube? It's your boy TRB, aka Thomas, and I just want to talk about my field trip that I just had, I believe, 2 days ago. Well, I think this video is going to be up on Sunday, so that's tomorrow, so that's going to be 3 days ago. So, my geography teacher wanted to bring us to a courthouse for a field trip. I know, right? Like, what the fuck kind of teacher would do that? So, she brought us to the courthouse. Is me and my advisory teacher and my geography teacher, and like she just said that we will go to the courthouse and she'll have a special prize for us. Now I didn't know half of the people that was going. I know my class was going. I didn't know my advisory teacher was going. So we on the bus, and I see this girl that I always liked. And I was like, oh shit, she's on the field trip with me. So I'm like, I'm not gonna pay any attention to her because I don't want her. You know, I know that I like her because I'm trying to play smooth. But when we got in the courthouse, we couldn't bring our phones or anything, so we left it in the bus. I never trust people with my phone, so I just put it in my book sack and left it on the bus, make sure nobody didn't see it. But when we got in and found the room where we were supposed to see prisoners come out and get bond set and all that, she has to sit next to me, and she had a little outfit on because her class, well, if you wanted to be a lawyer, she has to wear that. If she didn't have had to, but she had like a brown dress, and it was kind of nice looking. But she sat next to me, and I was like, "Fuck." In my head, I'm like, "Fuck." I'm not trying to embarrass myself, so I told her what's up, and she just went, "Hey, I didn't know you was on this field trip, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Yep." So the inmate starts coming out. It was like a man and a woman. A woman was sitting in the back, and then some other people came out, and the judge came out. We all rise. I was trying to rise up quick. I didn't want to, cause I was half falling asleep waiting for the judge. He was taking all day, and and for some reason, this crazy dude that was in the room, the prisoner, he just gets up and start batting the fuck out of this black dude that was right there. And I was like, what the fuck? And this nigga in handcuffs and all that. And they took him out the room. I was like, God damn, this nigga crazy. And my friend, he was getting pushed on by this other dude. I don't know how he was getting pushed to the left side if the door was on the right. You supposed to be pushed on the right. But I'm getting off topic. So she was like, holy shit, you saw that? And I was like, I didn't see it. I heard that shit. That bitch bat just hit the fuck out of him. And the judge was like, oh shit, this is an unusual day for us today. And then he started talking to the other prisoners about their bonds. I heard somebody was getting like a $20, not $20, but $20,000 bond because he had marijuana in his back of his truck and a stolen handgun. And then they brought the prisoner out again. He came out. He was sitting in the back. Nobody wasn't sitting in the back with him. He was sitting back there by himself. And I guess the defendant that was trying to defend him was supposed to talk to him, and I believe that made him pissed off, and he starts beating up the woman. I know, in handcuffs. Like, what the fuck? You just let this dude out again? You should have put like two more handcuffs on him to make sure he wasn't gonna hit nobody else. But they took him out again, and then I don't know what they called. I think they called SWAT, or I don't know. They was wearing all black, and they came in. I guess they set him down, if you know what I mean. Like beat the crap out of him in the back room. And I bet he's not getting out. His bond is like 5,000, not $500,000 bond to let him out. And he's supposed to be, and he's from New York. We don't have crazy people in New Orleans, so yeah. So half of the hour passed. I was like, what the fuck? I'm tired as hell. And then we got on the bus. My teacher, let's just call her Miss K. Miss K gave us a surprise of us going to the mall. I was like, oh damn, that's cool. We're not going back to school at like 3. o'clock. And this girl, like, she was like, oh, I don't have any money. My dad, like, supposed dad, she did the whole finger quote thing, says, my dad didn't bring me no money, so I only have like $10. I was like, so I paid it smooth. So I said, you want me to buy you some food and talk and hang out and all that? She was like, yeah, sure. So when we got to the mall, like, the mall is like the Riverwalk. That's what we called it down here, the Riverwalk Mall, because it was like next to the Mississippi River. And we walked in there. I said, like, the mall was packed, and Miss K didn't care what we did, so we went shopping, ate food. I was hanging out with her the whole day. Like, let's call her Emily. For just call her Emily. I'm not giving out her real name. Emily, I bought her some food, and she went to the bathroom. So she already told me what she wanted, but she didn't tell me what drink she wanted. So I got her a Sprite. I don't know why I got her a Sprite. I just asked for a Sprite. I was waiting for her. She came out and she said, "What type of drink you got me?" And then I said, "I just got you a Sprite." And she said, "You got me a Sprite? That's my favorite drink." I was like, "Damn, you nigga that good." So she was like, "You wanna go eat outside?" I was like, "Sure." And we went outside. None of my classmates came outside. I was kind of confused about that. It was kind of weird how none of them came outside. We had a whole conversation by ourselves. And she was talking about how what she wanted to do when she was older. And she was asking me a couple of questions. And I asked her questions. And then basically it was like a couple relationship of asking questions and questions. Like 21 questions. That's how it felt like. And the time was going slow. And I kind of like it because we didn't have to go back to school. And when we was done eating and all that, we start walking around. And keep in mind, she in heels with a nice ass dress on. So I can tell her feet was hurting and talk like she's walking and talking with these heels on. And I'm like, you sure you don't want to like find like a shoe store or nothing like that? She's like, no, I'm having a fun time talking to you. And I was like, wow, this girl really must like me to be walking like and talking like that. So, like, it hit, I think, 2:15. That's when everybody had to re-meet each other. And basically, when we went back to school, I guess she had a good time talking to me and all that. So, I think that's like score one for your boy Thomas or TRB 500. But basically, I just want to tell y'all that I had like a good Thursday field trip, although the courthouse was kind of long and kind of fucked up with that psycho dude. And I think he got like 20 years in prison. I think he's not getting out. Plus, he got to go back to New York. That's going to add more to his sentence and to his bond. But basically, don't, like, okay, if you have a cool teacher that going to tell you, okay, we're going to go here first, and then after that, y'all can do whatever y'all want when we go somewhere else. I invite y'all to go, but I invite y'all to be careful, because some prison inmates are fucking crazy as hell. But it was your boy TRB 500, and I'll catch y'all later.